The tragedy that shocked the football world. Football is supposed to bring people together. Every 4 years, billions of fans celebrate the FIFA World Cup as the biggest sporting event on earth. Stadiums fill with excitement, streets come alive with celebrations, and unforgettable moments become part of football history. But sometimes, the joy of the beautiful game is interrupted by heartbreaking tragedy. In the middle of the tournament, reports emerged of a fatal accident connected to World Cup activities. The news spread rapidly across social media, with fans expressing shock, sadness, and countless questions. While investigations into the incident were still underway, many people began asking whether more could have been done to prevent such a tragedy. As details slowly became public, attention shifted toward FIFA and the event organizers. Critics argued that major international tournaments carry enormous responsibility, not only for players and officials but also for workers, staff, volunteers, and supporters. They questioned whether existing safety measures were sufficient and whether emergency planning had been properly implemented. The incident quickly became more than just a tragic news story. It sparked global discussions about accountability, safety standards, and the hidden risks behind hosting events on such a massive scale. Fans who had gathered to celebrate football suddenly found themselves mourning a life that had been lost. As pressure mounted, calls for transparency grew louder. Around the world, journalists, supporters, and football experts demanded clear answers rather than speculation. But what exactly happened? And why has this incident created such intense criticism of FIFA? In the next part, we'll examine the timeline of the accident and the questions that continue to fuel the controversy. The timeline behind the tragedy. As news of the fatal accident spread, the focus quickly shifted from the shocking headlines to one critical question: how did this happen? In the hours that followed, eyewitness accounts, official statements, and media reports began to paint a clearer picture, although many important details still remained under investigation. According to early reports, the accident occurred during activities connected to the World Cup, prompting an immediate emergency response. Medical teams arrived at the scene within minutes, but despite their efforts, one individual tragically lost their life. Authorities secured the area while investigators began collecting evidence and interviewing witnesses to determine the exact cause of the incident. The tragedy immediately triggered widespread discussion across social media. Fans expressed condolences to the victim's family while also demanding greater transparency from organizers. Many questioned whether all required safety procedures had been followed and whether the risks involved had been properly assessed before the event. Football analysts pointed out that hosting a tournament of this scale involves thousands of workers, volunteers, security personnel, and fans every single day. With so many people involved, even a single failure in planning or communication can have devastating consequences. Meanwhile, FIFA released an initial statement expressing sympathy to the victim's family and confirming that it was cooperating fully with local authorities as the investigation continued. However, for many critics, that statement alone was not enough. They argued that the public deserved detailed answers, not just expressions of sympathy. As investigators continued their work, pressure on FIFA continued to grow. The football world wanted to know whether this was an unavoidable tragedy, or a disaster that stronger safety measures could have prevented.